In not too long a time, I'm going to be boarding an Emirates flight at Cape Town International Airport. I'm going to fly via Dubai to London, where Beyoncé awaits me, and she's about as excited as I am, I'll have you know. I've had some insider information from London which suggests that she can't wait to have me in the audience on Tuesday night. And I'm paying 18,500 Rand for a return flight on Emirates. I would have preferred to fly direct because direct is shorter. But a direct flight on British Airways at the time that I booked the Emirates flight was 32,000 Rand. So I'm going to fly, and that's economy, okay? And just as out of interest today, I had a look at what it would cost me to upgrade my 18,000 and a bit economy class airfare on Emirates to and from London to business class. It would cost me an extra 162,000 Rand. An extra 100, so the return business class ticket close to 180,000 Rand. And this is what the Arts and Culture and Sport Minister Gayton McKenzie wants us, the taxpayers, to fund that kind of expenditure when ministers fly. He says that the cost-cutting directive that bars ministers from flying business class is A, impractical, and B, sadistic. He argues that after years of struggle and hard work, and in his case, jail time, to reach the top levels of government, it's unreasonable and even cruel to expect ministers to endure cramped overnight flights like ordinary citizens. Don't you love that? As a cabinet minister, I'm beyond ordinary. Sorry about you ordinary citizens. We are in a higher class, business class. It's so obviously funny that I thought I'd ask a comedian to discuss it with me. And so I'm joined by, I'm not sure whether it's going to be Conrad or Chester, but one or both of the two is with us now. Hello, Conrad.
No. That Conrad guy's trying to get on a flight to Kimberley, and he's definitely not flying business class. He's in the suitcase. John Maytham, that was a funnier joke than I can write. He thinks he's a better class. The class is business class. It sounds like he thinks I haven't heard such entitlement since the refugees. He's going to be telling everyone that there's a genocide on his booty and tweeting Elon Musk just any second now from claiming this is a genocide against cabinet ministers.
Yeah, but I mean, he says that he can't deliver top class, and you would understand the world of culture because you effectively are the world of culture. He says you can't expect him to deliver world-class cultural services to South African citizens when he's got off a long-haul flight and he is exhausted. So it's not in his interests. He personally would be prepared to suffer the indignities of economy class, but it's for you and it's for me that he's doing this, that he wants to fly up front.
Well, he's not wrong. You know, you can't argue that he is doing a lot for comedians. He has done a lot for comedians. Look at us now. He's the joke. You know, the word sadistic is wild in a country with the highest inequality on earth. They've got... We've got kids drowning in pit toilets, in poo. Kids drown in poo in South Africa. But Gayton McKenzie thinks it's where he sits on the airplane. That's sadistic. I mean, and sadistic makes it S&M. It makes it sound kinky, like, who's your daddy, Gayton? Ramaphosa's your daddy, because without Ramaphosa, he wouldn't have a cabinet position. This is madness. Madness. How is he being exhausted on the flight? Watching movies and drinking free Coke Zero? I don't understand.
So, what do we do about this? Do we take to the streets? Do we endure it the way we endure so much from the governing class?
No, we need to ask these questions. I mean, they spent $2.5 million on his travel. There's $200 million. First of all, let's start at the beginning. $200 million was spent on travel for ministers last year. 200 million Rand. And I don't think Ramaphosa, because he's a billionaire, you have to explain it in language he understands. You've got to say to Ramaphosa, 200 million, that's like 20 couches. It's like 5 gigs of data from Vodacom. And then he'll start getting that he needs to get rid of some of these people. I mean, the Patriotic Alliance needs to slow it roll because they only got 5%. Black Label beer is stronger than the Patriotic Alliance. So we need to make sure that these politicians are held to account at the ballot box.
Indeed. Couldn't agree with you more. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get to Kimberley to see you perform. I presume that's why you're going up there.
No, I just like hanging around in a hole. Was that or sit in a seat with Gaten McKenzie? Boom.
Okay, but are you coming down to Cape Town, Surrounds, anytime soon to share?
Yes, thank you for asking. Yes, I have my comedy show. It's called Puppet Pa Amandla. As you can see, even Donald Trump is trying to take Elon Musk's hand out his booty. So we're all revolutionizing. And so I've got a show. It's very funny, Puppet Pa, that is on at Noordhoek at the Cafe Roo on the 15th of August. And then I'm at Strand at the Drama Factory on the 25th and 24th of July, and you book all those tickets at Quicket or my sidekick's website, Conrad Koch, KOCH.co.za, or my socials. We've got one next week in OBS, but that's almost sold out. Thanks, John. I just don't know. I'm going to have to demand I travel business class because, if a papaya can travel, so can I.
There we go. Chester missing, that was, I think. I hope they put you right up front. Chester, you deserve to sit where the pilot sits. Let the pilot sit back at the plane and fly by wire. That's what I think should happen.